Hello. We are petitioning parking on the CSUMB campus. We believe that parking has become extremely inconvenient not only for students but for commuters as well. Here are just a few thoughts by students and faculty and what they think about parking on the CSUMB campus.
How do you feel about parking?
I'm kind of upset with the campus parking system, especially with them taking away more of the parking, but I'm really hoping that this will help improve commuting on campus and parking in general.
There needs to be more parking closer to the dorms so that people can
What is your guys' plan here for parking on campus? We want to
all park closer to the dorms because it
overnight.
fills up so quickly and it's really frustrating.
Do you live on campus or are you a commuter?
I live on campus.
It's gotten worse like the years progressed, and then now that they've closed this lot, I commute. I live off campus, lived off campus for 3 years now, and it's crappy. Like I'm always late to class sometimes. I can't take the bus because of the times the bus runs don't work with my class schedule or work schedule.
I feel that there was a lack of parking, and now that they closed the parking lot here at the library, that there is no parking anywhere.
And how long does it usually take you to find parking?
If I get here early, it takes me like 5 minutes, but if I'm late, then it can take like around 15 minutes. And that means I'm already running late, so then I'm stupid.
I think the parking is really terrible, to be honest, because a lot of people commute. I have a lot of friends that live in Santa Cruz, and they come to class, and they deal with traffic, and then they get to school, and there's nowhere to park. Also, I stay in the library till really late. I'm usually here till like 12 or 1, and then I have to walk all the way across campus in the dark, so it's just not ideal.
Well, it's very packed all the time, and then the parking, if it's here in the library, I have to park really far because just the way it's formed, it's just a long way that way.
And how long does it usually take you to find a parking
Oh,
spot?
it takes a long time. It takes like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, with the library parking being shut down, it's kind of hard to park here because usually the World Theater parking lot is full, and then the Chapman Science Center parking lot is usually always full. So usually I can go park over by the World Languages and Cultures building. Or 9:30, usually I can find parking in the World Theater. But if I'm running late, it usually takes 10 to 15 minutes.
Like freshmen shouldn't have cars
Why?
because they're freshmen. They don't need a car. They're shuttles. They have all this stuff that I don't use because I'm older, but I still have to pay for it. It should be used, so the freshmen should have to use it. They get the housing, they get all that stuff, so they should have to use everything so they get familiar with the campus and actually explore.
Okay. And how long does it take you guys to find parking?
It takes me a good 10 minutes to circle around.
Well, in the main area, seriously, it'll take 30 minutes, but you have to park all the way up to the creepy building area to get a spot.
Especially because I'm from Salinas, so I commute every day. So finding parking on like prime times, like at 12 when you have class at 12, it sucks. Like there's no parking, you're late to class, and especially for them taking out the parking right here, everyone right here will park in your spots. So there's no way to get around it.
How long does it take you to find a spot normally?
Well, I park in the boonies because I'm not trying to deal with everything, especially like 30 minutes before class times are supposed to start. It just sucks, like, to find parking. So I usually just park like in the back parking lots, like by the Watershed Institute or like by the UC Ballroom or whatever.
Every morning I have to make sure I at least get here, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes before class starts so I can find parking. I end up driving around for a good amount of time to find parking, so I'm not really happy about the limited parking space, but I guess you kind of have to deal with it.
I'm not so much like annoyed with the parking space. I'm more so annoyed that there's way too many cars and there's not many convenient parking spots available. Yeah, they compensated by adding more parking spots way over there, but there's still too many cars, at least in my opinion. And yeah, like Brittany said, you have to as coming from off campus, you have to leave 45 minutes before your class even starts so that you can get decent parking.
Today was my first time actually seeing all the mayhem, so I do not like it at all. So I had to drive around in circles 4 times to find parking.
It's hard to park on campus. I think they still need to expand it more.
It's difficult to find parking. It took me 20 minutes this morning.
Okay, and how long does it normally take you to find parking?
I normally park very quickly, but I park far away and just walk a long ways to my class. I just give up on trying to find close parking.
Now with the construction or all the
I
time?
don't know what I'm doing with the construction now. That was before. Now I'm lost.
Okay, how about you?
Pretty much the same. It'll only take like a couple minutes just to find it, and then now it's just, I got lucky this morning because it was before everybody, but now since everybody's using the library, it's been really hard.
With parking lots being closed right now, library, it sucks, and I had to drive around for like 10 minutes this morning trying to find a parking space, and it just feels ridiculous. And then it's not even being built right now, so why can't we park there?
Okay, and how long does it normally take you guys to find parking?
It depends on what time we get here. So sometimes when I get here at like 7:30 in the morning, I can find parking in like 10 minutes. But when I get here like around 10, it ranges from like, if I'm lucky, like 20 minutes. If I'm not lucky, then like up to an hour.
Yeah, if I'm here early as well, it'll take me like 5 minutes, but like between 10 and 2, God, you're gonna be here for a while, like 20 minutes trying to look for parking.
It's a mess. As a commuter myself, it took me about 40 minutes to find a parking spot this morning, and it's a little beyond ridiculous, quite frankly.
I hate it. It's stupid. I'm late to work and class everywhere I go. It's dumb.
Okay, and how long does it normally take you to find a parking spot?
20 minutes. Because I have to check like every single lot.
It's really hard for us in the morning because we all commute and we never have, we have to park really far. Like we usually end up parking by Pinnacles over there and it makes us late for work, and we should have more options for commuters.
Yeah, and also I'm here from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it's really scary to like park really far away and have to walk to my car at night because it's just like, I don't know, I don't think there's enough lighting, especially for far away parking.
It takes me forever. Late to class today, late to class before the break. I'm over it. I don't like it.
Okay, how long does it take you to find parking?
Good 20 minutes. Should take about 3 to 5.
Well, I know that parking on campus is an issue with space, especially with the closing of the parking lot over by the library. I find that there could be a lot of improvements to parking on campus.
As you can see, we are not the only ones that think parking on campus is not ideal. Sign our petition below and help us improve parking on the CSUMB campus.